okay on X, okay on YouTube, and okay on Square. Before we start, please yes, confirm if you see my screen and if the voice is good, and we can start. So I think today I will do things differently. So I will update Bitcoin quickly, but as I did the last stream 2 days ago, my view remained the same. So I don't think that's very useful to update. I think that we are gonna grab liquidities, yes, around 98, 100 or 103.5k at least as a main level to watch on, to see if we switch from bull or bear regarding the depending of the bull of the bear reaction around there. But currently we are, yeah, if I zoom here, we are very neutral, so I won't affirm with 90% sure that we are gonna break above that level, but it looks like if Bitcoin hold above this trend, especially I said, if I remember on the weekly, let's zoom, yeah, you see the weekly candle close here, monthly also, yeah, you have the monthly low here and the weekly low, yeah, exactly as I said, 87, 86. So above 87, 86 to me, I think altcoin are gonna see increase of liquidities, meaning that I think that we are going to see some bullish correction on the altcoin market for the next few weeks, maybe, as long as Bitcoin remain holding above that zone. Also, I checked the Bitcoin dominance. It looks flat, but on support too. So meaning that if Bitcoin dominance stays stable, we could also see a push on the altcoin market cap liquidity. So that's fine. I said that because many altcoin, as I said, are showing bull div RSI, daily, weekly, monthly support, plus highly overextend on the Ichimoku view. So as long as Bitcoin hold above that level, I don't think we are gonna see a lot of FUD as we saw the last year, last December. But technically, yeah, Bitcoin is very, very neutral, so everything can happen, volatility can remain very big. You see technically on the daily, that's very clean. We have not confirmed the breakout yet, but I expect to see a consolidation above the previous support. Maybe if we are lucky around above 90, we can also see some touch of 88, 87, but if we touch those levels, I think that alt market will dump because of the fear it will generate. Because many people think also that Bitcoin could continue to crash, and if we break some big level, altcoin will also suffer of it. Yeah, but to learn, you can check my content and apply a strategy which is suitable for you. And if you like Ichimoku, just yeah, learn from me, from others creator, others trader, and you will be successful. Yes, of course. Also, yes, before I move to my own trade, this is not financial advice. You doing trading is always risky. It's often lead to losses when you are a beginner. Leverage trading also. So please do your own research before investing, and this is not financial advice, of course. And people who claim that they have 100% of success rate, just close, leave them, and report them, because it's not possible over time. Of course, 80, 70, you can be a successful trader, but people who show only gains, you should move out of them, please. Let me know, of course, confirm if everything is good on my side for the stream. And let's go. So I posted many bull setup yesterday. Yeah, okay, the Stream looks good. ZK waiting. Yes, I can check ZK because I posted it yesterday. I think ZK is showing, as I said, short term looks very tricky, but I think again into my chart. Yes, I will check ZK because I posted a setup yesterday. Yeah, if you look at the daily, the rejection is still very strong. From the high here, we saw, wow, volatility is very huge, but I don't think that's a trap. I think it's still a bull correction, a bearish correction, yeah. Check. By the way, if you have some other setups, let me know. I will show you my trade on Brett, just 5 leverage, 3% target with $500. I'm confident because support are very strong. I will show you the setup, and then I will move on my own trade. Likely 3 leverage for my side, no 5 leverage, $500 usually, and few percent targets as long as Bitcoin is neutral. To me, it's better to not chasing large targets, except if you have some swing setup on the daily. So that's it for it. And if you are still stuck in ZK, yes, that's very tricky because you see the weekly. The rejection was very strong because we exactly bounced on the 50% fib weekly. Let me check if it's the 26 period. Up. Oh, okay, but it's on the weekly, so it's much higher. So 26 period should be around there. So we have the 50% fib. Ah, okay, I see. It's because it take into account the low here. That's why I did not see it. So you see why Ichimoku is very powerful. You see that rejection. This is the exact 50% fib to see the manipulation from this low to this high. So sometimes people can think that those large tail does not mean anything, but Ichimoku don't lie, because look at the weekly view. You got exactly the very flat Kijun, meaning that with Ichimoku you will know by like 90% sure that this level would have been very powerful. I did not saw that before the pump, but that's why we saw a big rejection. Closed under the Kumo, so meaning that we invalidated the bullish move at the moment. But if price consolidate and regain momentum, I guess that we are gonna enter in the cloud and move higher. But we still close the lagging span above that level. I need to find. If you look at the H4 view looks still clean, because usually on Ichimoku, when you have a large breakout with volume, you can retest the lower fib level. Golden pocket also around there. So short term looks maybe bearish, more bearish than bullish, but I think that if we hold, you see this beautiful demand zone here. Maybe here, I don't know. I entered a bit early yesterday. Price reaction, bull pressure wasn't strong enough, but I think that we could see something like that. Golden pocket is here. Lagging span still moving above prices, meaning that it can still be a bull retest, meaning that bearish correction, end of the start of the bull move. And if Bitcoin remain stable, yes, why not? Up, just checking. Maybe I have to dive more into fundamentals about ZK also, because it can also depend of the token dilution. If you have more information, please comment about ZK, but I think that it will move again upward. But currently the short term, I would rather wait for that zone, because even if price pump here, it's still risky to FOMO with such bear move on the short terms. So that's why. But overall, yeah, I think that you see also the daily close above Tenkan Kijun. We can have a bullish katana information, meaning that price could continue to move according to the medium lines with Tenkan Kijun, following the trend. Why not? That's really possible to me. But weekly candle close above 0.44 technically remain the best tools to confirm a breakout. So that's why also don't be greedy with target if you follow. My current trade is on Brett USDT. I think this one is gonna explode soon. I will show you the setup. Looks very clean. Oh, cup and handle also. Yeah. You see, nice. It looks like kind of cup and handle here. You see. So the fact is very difficult to know where will be the exact bottom, because the correction can be sharp and strong on the bear side on the short term, but when the bull momentum will regrowth, then we could see a very solid bull move. Okay, I see also this kind of, yeah, you see we stopped exactly here, and yeah, you see also we closed above the previous high of Ichimoku. Usually I notice, because I review thousands of setups, usually when you have a double top or high of the range or range high, you have a clean close exactly or under the previous high resistances. You see also here, yeah. But here we broke above, then we dumped, corrected. So I think that's still a bull correction if we hold above the green zone, the yellow zone. Cup and handle, for people who don't know what's this, it's a bullish structure, bullish accumulation structure. Usually it happens at the end of a bearish move, bearish trend, like this, you see. So I think we are still at the handle part, and I will show you why, because of course I don't affirm it only by checking the H4 view. No, it's surely not how my trading skill works. You see also we broke above it's technically the 50% fib, okay? So we have a huge bull wave correction cleanly. If we can take liquidities at 0.01715, I think that will be the best entry point. You have also this. We are also inside the cloud, meaning that, I don't know if I can say this, we unlock liquidities, because when you have a large cloud area daily, weekly, it's where you have most of time the largest volume. And when you enter into a large Kumo, it means that in the near future you will have a lot of volume usually coming in. So that's why I noticed regarding the volume and Ichimoku, from what I learned. And you know, when you have good volume, it often leads to a safe and clean bull trend, or at the opposite, downtrend. So you need volume to avoid fake move and fake manipulation by market makers also. Yeah, I updated ZK. Confirm if the live is good, because I prefer for you to confirm if everything is good, because last time I did not, I had some problem with the stream. So confirm if everything is good your side, please. And here, yeah, also I noticed it can be a kind of bull flag. Technically, that's also a bullish structure, but it's very hard to say because it can also be a descending structure depending of the support. But according to my lines, we could see something like that. Is breakout gonna happen at this level 0.18? Maybe not, because regarding the current levels, yeah, we are still bearish on the H1, so I'm still in position. Yeah, minus 5%, that's not bad, not big. But as long as I'm patient, I think this trend will end well. We are still, yeah, above the SSA. Usually also the SSA of the cloud act as big support. So this is the daily view here, right? You see SSA. So I expect to see a bull correction here or here. Also, do you see something on my chart? Look at what we are seeing right now. Bullish move, 1, 2, 3, 3 red candle, then boom. Usually we start a next bull move, and this is not something magic. This is with a very high accuracy. Often it works like this when you have a bull move, especially on the daily, weekly, or monthly, because you can track it much easier. The correction waves usually end after three green or three red candles. So yeah, I think that, yeah, we are gonna see something like this. Let me check if I have some fund available. Yeah, I still have 500 here and 500 here. I need to inject some liquidity, so I need to make some transfer on the account. But I'm still in live on Brett. Yeah, and I will do DCA if we can grab liquidities here. Only 2-3% lower. So that's my my trade at the moment. Waiting for a breakout. And yeah, let's move on other trade live. So I will try to find some good setup with you live. Yeah, I know what you mean. I will work on live setup and try to give you the best confirmation for bull or bear case. Usually comment how many percent of target do you like to see. If you are trading with high leverage, low leverage, what do you prefer? Let me know. I can adjust depending of your of the time frames and about your trading skills. What I prefer to do during this kind of neutral market phase, it's like I scroll many alts. If I have a long-term setup signal on my side, I open low leverage, I increase the margin, and I let the market move, and with a large stop loss to avoid, because I have some confirmation, so 90-80% of case I'm right, or with some spare fund, I can say, because you should not invest with low-end or with the money that you can't afford to lose, of course. So $500 is like spare fund to me on exchanges, so I like to trade 5 leverage with this amount and target 3-4% per day. If I earn 4 trade per day, that's still yeah, I can still make $200 in a good day. That's very easy to take if you don't overtrade, if you are patient, and if you don't gamble with high leverage, of course, because you can be liquidated with one candle, but you could have lost a lot more the hour later, 1 hour later. So that's why leverage trading is very it's a gambling to me. Yeah, but of course you can make a lot of money with, but most of time you will lose, trust me, with high leverages, except if you increase the margin, of course. ZEC looks nice, minus 6%. So I check the top volume. XRP also moved -5. Oh, that wasn't bad. Almost. Oh, it's very neutral. You see, for example, XRP few weeks ago I talked about this yellow zone acted as long-term K demand zone. And why this yellow zone? Because this is, if you zoom on the monthly, this is the previous exact ATH. So if it acts as support, XRP will likely enter in a new can't say super cycle. It's really possible. Technically, if you report the metrics, that's very easy. We can have a potential target for XRP. Very easy to take. If you look at yearly chart on stocks or assets that have a long-term history, it's almost visible on many assets. You take the first big cycle, next huge weekly, monthly breakout, or even yearly. You report the metrics and you got it's not very accurate, but you have a kind of possible top. So for me, yeah, if we enter in a bull run section, I think XRP could hit $5 or $4.5 if, of course, it keep being accumulated above. Technically, monthly, weekly close should remain above 1.6. So as long as we hit this liquidity zone, to me, it's very good. Yeah, XRP, we talked about Ripple. Technically, weekly, very neutral, rejection of the 50% fib. Daily, neutral but likely bearish correction ongoing. You see, we are entering into the cloud. SSA rejection. So without daily candle close above, let's say 2.4, very neutral, yeah. And maybe we have a sell, maybe we have a short signal for the short term. 50% fib is here. I think that it can correct because there might be a bearish divergence, very strong also. We can see something like this on XRP, but as it's very neutral on the weekly, everything can happen inside this Kumo. But you have the Tenkan 2 point, it will depend on the current pattern. Yeah, you have a sharp trend. We are still holding above the Kumo on the H1. Let's say if we can have a retest of the higher resistance. I think that XRP, that's very neutral, so I'm bullish for the long term. So the goal is to try to find lower demand zone, maybe for a scalp. Yeah, you see the 50% fib here. Yeah, no, it's very risky to short. You see the H4 trend. Usually when you consolidate inside Tenkan Kijun zone, plus you still have a sharp trend, the Kijun still moving upward, usually there is more chance to continue the trend. So maybe if we are lucky, we can have nice retest of the demand zone, but currently we can easily revisit the higher resistances. Yeah. So that's not a safe one because of all time frames show different metrics. There is no convergence, so I avoid this one right now. SWI, because I see many assets are showing nice. Maybe we are a bit late because the market is still gonna correct. Oh, nice. SWI, very nice. Yeah, we are very neutral. Same, I have 2 buy zones for SWI if in case of pullback. Yeah, you see, I will reduce the range size. You see, so on 3, I think we have a bullish breakout confirmation, but we have to retest the breakout. So think about this. The price can remain very neutral for a few days. So how to trade it on the short term? You have 1 doji, 2 doji. So the guys who are trading right now can be stuck on a bull move or on a bear move, because we have 2 or 3 2 doji in a row. Very neutral on the daily. Resistance hit on the weekly. We are still slightly bearish because we have not closed above the Tenkan on the weekly. So I think that SWI is going to dump here, and I will show you why. This is classic. This is a classic. We have not seen any retest. I think SWI is gonna retest the range breakout, and then if we confirm it, then it will be a pump. Very nice. Yeah, looks like a nice short opportunity. 5%, 7%, maybe 2 or 3 could be good. You see here on the H1, that's very clean. You have the higher high. You have the bearish correction starting. You have the retest of the previous resistances, previous case support, meaning that how can I turn it? You have the retest of the previous break, and here you can see clearly that the market is creating a higher low. Okay, so I think that we are gonna see another wave here to retest the flat, the Tenkan, and you see it will be more explicit. You see the clean range. So by candle close, it can be 1.754, 1.70, but let's not be greedy. 1.8 likely. So I think bearish play can be under this level to the level I show, because the market need to pause and retest lower level. I guess that we have a bearish divergence also. Also you see RSI keep decreasing while price was higher. Okay, not exactly, because price is also lower on this side, so this is not exactly valid. But I think for the short term we can have this tiny 5%, not bad. Let me know if you will take it with me, but it's very clean here. You see let me show you. You see one tool very easy for you to learn. You check at you see the start of the bull trend here. So it corresponds to the I think the trend breakout, to be more precise. Okay, so we retested the daily trend. We started the bull move here on the H4 outlook, but if you dezoom on the H1, look at the lagging span. So from the beginning of the big bull move, look at the lagging span. She never went under the Tenkan. You see even here under the Kijun, so you see here, that's literally a sell alert. I don't say sell signal, but sell alert. So here also here with the Kijun break again, that the market is likely gonna retrace, because since the up 45% bull move, that's the first time we saw a sharp dump like this, and that the lagging span entered into, except this, but the zone was very very tiny. But look at this zone here, Tenkan Kijun. So usually That's very clean. And you look at the market reaction, of course, if you look at this, you add, I think that was very easy to spot it. Yeah, you see, you had the bearish divergence, you have the wedge, rising wedge, so that was a trap. I guess that's a very key resistances. I did not even check, but I know that this level corresponds to a very strong weekly or monthly level. And here, maybe we have another kind of bearish structures. It can be a bearish, yeah. It looks like up, something like this. Maybe. I think they are. So that's my take on SWI. So be aware that SWI is bullish to me on the medium and long-term time frame regarding the daily view. But if you look at the short term, likely H1, H4, you have a sell alert, maybe a sell signal if you would dare to take it. So yeah, and you have, if I add some fund left, maybe I can sell my bread position, but yeah, -7. So if I'm patient, I'm pretty sure this one will end well, so I won't cut. I don't care, I'm just waiting for a move. Because that's how I'm doing trading. I focus on the long term and I remain patient, and I DCA on my main level. So even if I'm in losses, I don't panic, because no, as long as you don't cut, you don't take losses. So even if you don't take your profit, the money is not yours. So if you gamble with very large amount for you will panic and you will cut your position in panic, and most of the time you will take bad decision. But as I said, if I inject 1k, the chance to be liquidated here is very low. And if I take breath DCA on support, and if I'm right, then this trade will end very easily in profit. You see, it's not about risk management, it's about how you manage your fund also. And yeah, sweet. So let me know what do you think about this one. And yeah, you have the H1, and you see that's very, I still explain it many times. That's a classic case. Here you had this huge gap started exactly at the H1 candle opening here. So usually, and most of time, this is the main liquidity spot. Yeah, you see here and here. And you have, yeah, exactly as I said, 1.7. So you see, so I think that we can retest this demand zone before you see. So you have a B shape, and you have a possibility of large dump again if we closed and break this pattern. So this is also important to look at the volume profile up. But yeah, this is technically, yeah, so I will do this here, no worries, I enter. But let's see on live if I'm right. But this is a very clean sell setup. And as a support, you have the 1.85, 1.81, and look at this. This is very clean. Up, magic trick. Up, 1.74 here, and 1.70 as main. Yeah, you see SWI is dumping nicely, and SWI it's a large cap, meaning that 1% is a lot of million of dollars. You see -1% since we talk. So congratulations guys if you just enter on the call. I did not trade it because I'm still in position on bread, and I don't want to cut because bread is very solid as I said. So let's observe this one during the stream. By the way, let me know if you agree with this one, and let's move on another one. Go for render. Yes, I can check, of course. So I will keep it on this side. Render USDT. Okay. Maybe let's see. So this is render USDT, like this one. Okay, this one seems to be much more. Oh, render looks good because it's still consolidating. Yes, render does not looks bad. Ooh, do we have an Adam and F pattern? Ooh, I don't know much about this pattern because you know when you are specialized in something, it's difficult to master every aspect of the. This is an inverse, I think. You see, I think it's inverse. Something like this. I already, yeah. Can be. Maybe I'm right, but I recognize this pattern. Can be something like this, but render is going to correct. You see. Can be to me something like this. Yeah, you see. So this is the same structure. Up, or maybe you have, if we can have, yeah, that's very clean, and you will see why, because I already studied render chart. Maybe we have something like this. This is a very clean up, and maybe because up, I will show why I think this is possible. Up, it looks like it can be something like this. You have the wedge structure here, the breakout of the wedge or long-term reversal. Okay, you have also the we closed exactly at the SSA, so cautious with possible bearish correction. You see the accuracy of Ichimoku closed exactly up under the SSA. So I think that as we have a doji, very sharp trend, same. There is still some place for a correction, and tack, let me check more in detail. Yeah, you see we are also creating an higher low. You have the higher high here. So short term on the alt market, many alt looks like they are gonna correct few percent from the previous 40-30% wave, but I guess that after that we could continue up. Can have something like this maybe, and this yellow zone will surely act as demand zone bullish accumulation if we hold above support. You see Kijun SSB, the bull trend is very sharp, so if momentum remains strong, the correction will be slow, will not be strong. The bearish correction will not be strong. But honestly, it looks like when you look at just the daily, I often see this kind of pattern. You see, check. Let me know if you agree with me. We may see something like this. So I guess that we can correct sometime, but the price is showing clear reversal sign. And remember that on the monthly, oh, that's a double bottom on the monthly also. If you look at the monthly view, look at render price. It went from 12 to $2, 1.5. So imagine that if the market turn green again, the pump potential is it's insane, because render is one of the best DYPN project on the market, with computing cloud infrastructure, which is totally insane what they are building. Also, we have a kind of falling wedge on the weekly, and I think that we are at the verge of a long-term breakout, but if you dezoom on the short term, it's tricky because we are still stuck inside the descending structure. So market needs some time more to confirm a long-term breakout, but the structure globally remain bullish to me. So that's why I don't want to FOMO, because we have clearly, maybe we can have a sell setup like SWI. Yeah, that's very clean. I didn't think about that, but yeah, render is gonna dump. Yes, this is very clean, guys. So do you see all time frame I use? So we are at top resistances. We confirmed a bull breakout, but now we have to retest, and we did not confirm the bull breakout. We had the first pre-impulse large wave, and now we have to confirm the breakout to retest the breakout of lower K levels. So if you look at this, similar as SWI, we can have a bearish correction move. Hop. Yeah, you have a golden pocket here, 50% fib maybe at the entry of the previous range. So I expect to see render correct a bit toward 2.1, 2.05, or at least 1.9, but this is still far, so I won't speculate much. But yes, and this is still 10%. So 10% is not bad for a sell setup. And as a stop loss, yeah, but there is also a big support at 2.24, meaning that 5%, yeah, not bad. So there is still some good room for a dump. And stop loss, of course, above the high, but you can also observe how this resistance is playing. So if the price move above and keep consolidating for a while above, that will turn bad, because usually when you have a bearish trend, you consolidate under the resistance, not above. So because if we close and consolidate above, that it means that you could have a bull trend continuation. But I think that that we need to correct before we continue to move. Yeah, you see also the weekly. And if we have a weekly candle break above 2.6, then as I anticipate, we may see a solid pump again toward this level. So rather than chasing the short term, the best to me is to take the wave, to take this pump, which is likely to be seen. And people will think that's a joke, but you can review my content. When I have such a chart, such setup, 90-80% of case, I'm correct, I'm right. Yeah, you see, so the price, technically, I think we can move sideways inside this box. 2.6 will be the main breakout point to check, to unleash a 50% plus potential move. And you have also the uptrend there. So you have many indication, maybe tools, many indicators about when to take entry and when to be cautious. So currently we are neutral. Short term, when I'm like this, I prefer to not FOMO after 80% bull move, because seeing a 10% correction seems to be very possible. Okay, especially when you also break the main uptrend momentum. So you see, usually when you break the momentum, you often have a correction at least to the golden pocket, which is here, and the 50% fib, which is here. So that's a good explanation for me about render, as you asked, and a possible as we few percent of correction move. Yeah, and the timing of this setup can be 1, 2, 3 days maybe. I don't know if you adjust the chart, but I expect to see the market pump. We are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe next week, maybe we can have few days of bearish sideways move, but I guess that many altcoins are going to pump if Bitcoin break the range also. So yeah, and if Bitcoin break the range, most of my altcoin scenario will play well, because when you have a breakout consolidation above previous resistance, it often lead to another strong wave. So let me know if you think that's a guru play or if you think that's bullshit. You are free to decide. I don't manage your fund. I just try to give you some good play. Let's check XPL. Oh, it's very flat. Very flat. Okay, XPL. Oh. So that's all the upper resistances. But I will restart from 0. Oh, okay. So XPL, very clean rejection. You can clearly see it. Lagging span, unable to break above Kijun, meaning that we have to retrace. Retracement can be sharp when you have this such configuration, because the Tenkan here isn't a big support technically. Yeah, you have the Tenkan. This is not a big one here, maybe. So yeah, this is very bad, because the rejection when you have this setup can be very sharp. So I will be cautious here, because I know that if bulls aren't present, we can dump lower. Currently, XPL is holding well, so we are on support. So the 0.15 can be still a bull. Yeah, it can be a bull entry on the H4. If you look at the chart, technically you can follow the trend. Lagging span still above the Tenkan, prices above Kumo, sharp, strong uptrend. Tenkan holding, but yeah, usually if we consolidate here, we are at the bottom of range. So if price hold there, we can maybe target, yeah, you see the upper range zone, which can be here with the abnormally over there. So you see, we tested 1, 2. Let's say this better. Yeah, we tested 1, 2, 3, so many times, and we are again here and above the main trend. So up, yeah, my take will be to not short this, but the fact is that if it's a reversal, I know, so I see so many times this configuration, and I can tell you that when you have such weekly daily play, the market tend to retrace lower. Even it can retrace to the lowest fib level. So short term can be long on support, bull setup on support, but if we break here, then we are gonna retest the 50% fib or this level. So that's why, as we are very neutral, that's clearly not a safe bet. Plus, if you see, we are now under the Kumo, meaning that can be a false breakout, and yeah, so that's really unsure for the medium term. The weekly candle need to break above that level. What to say? There is too many resistances to be break, so I can't tell you that it will be a good swing play, because it can be a market top here, before to see, because XPL, if you look at the chart, the weekly chart, there is a reason to see such garbage here, and we are now at 0.18. It dumped from 1.1, 1.2, 1.4 to there. So technically the chart looks pretty bad, and seeing another liquidity exit seems to be very probable. Maybe we could see something like this, yeah, as we are on support short term. But if the price is unable to break again this level, then yeah, golden pocket 0.17, 0.158 maybe the best take. Yeah, so I don't like the chart on XPL, honestly. The rejection is strong. Daily charts have not even confirmed the reversal compared to many alts. So cautious with this one. XPL. Oh, minus 15. Whiff. Oh, it's moving nicely. Whiff. Okay, I see that we break the... So there is a kind of hype on the meme coin, can be something like this. Wow, as I said, many alts are very neutral, but if that's a bull break, we are gonna see a consolidation before the next move. So that's what I'm thinking about most of altcoin. Hope I didn't drink my coffee now. It's cold. Yeah, saying this is very neutral, so technically it can be exactly the same as XPL. You see that candle looks pretty bad also. I don't know, honestly. Sometimes I have to admit that because we have kind of pin bar dodgy, it can be a bottom. If we hold, price will move up again. But look at this rejection is very scary here. Look at the large tail here. So that was a huge pump. We got 20% retracement. We are now stuck in a neutral zone, but we close very far from the Kumo. So technically this is really not a safe price action. You see also we are under, this is very clean on with coin. This is very garbage, so this is a neutral area on my yellow zone. But if Bitcoin does not move upward, I guess that we could easily retest lower fib levels. But this is very unsure because you still have a lot of bull strength. Really hard to say because of the volatility. Yeah, one thing I can say is that if the price, you see this is a very nice tool. If the price technically it can still be a good bull zone, but the bulls need to hold above this exact area. If we lose this area, that will be very bad. But it can be, honestly, the bullish momentum remains very strong, so we can also see a big move upward again, because we are difficult. We are neutral. We have not confirmed the breakout, but we are above support, above resistances. So sometimes it's tricky, you know. And as it pumped already 80%, I'm a bit scared to misunderstood the definition of this bull move, because we are often caught in a bull or bear trap. So that's why. Do you think it's a channel break, or do you think that's a bull trap? Technically, I think this setup has big chances to play well if we hold above, let's say, this kind of, this, it's not a kind, it's a perfect channel break. You see my lines. So if this level acts as demand zone, if we confirm the weekly break and consolidation above this support, then we have a huge pump potential to revisit the open drive here, but the top of the channel resistance here. So yeah, this is a very possible setup, but judging by the short term, it looks like a big garbage. We can see some, but it's still 5%. You see, if you trade with average, can be the volatility is extreme. So what I can say is that at least you have the 0.38, 0.375 demand zone that can be tested. So for the short term, better to not FOMO immediately, but because of the volatility, of course, you see, 20%, that's crazy. But at some point, I'm almost pretty certain that we are gonna see another X% move, maybe 10%, because of the price structure, because of the bullish waves we saw early, and it does not look like a false break. Otherwise, we would have seen a rejection under the K level I shared. So that's my take. And if Bitcoin break down, you can find lower support with the fib, but it does not look like manipulation. We have constant buy pressure since the beginning of the move. Even this correction is not too sharp. It's not like this. You see, it looks like we are regaining momentum on the previous break before to consolidate and move higher. Because WIF is also, if you look at the weekly, if we saw an hype again on the meme coin, WIF is really undervalued. Up in prices, I mean, you have a monthly level at 0.74. So exactly as I said. So we can see it's technically very possible. We can see a bull rally toward this, to fill the gap, to fill the previous gap, and this level is not. You see, technically it looks very perfect. If you look at the chart, this is the exact previous monthly support zone, which can turn into resistance if this play well. So it's not because the number looks like it's 50%, 20%, 30%, that it's not possible. If you look at, for example, in May 25 of the last year, we saw one candle, 2 days 40%, few days 150%. If there is an hype and big volume coming on the market, it's technically very possible to see another 50% move on WIF, especially as we are now on such low price zone. Can be also, I did not see that, can be also a kind of double bottom on the weekly. That's why we have maybe a reversal confirmation, but it's too soon for me to confirm it with you. But for the medium term play, it may be a good invest to me, because we have a large gap zone to be filled and some good reversal sign. So that's my play. But again, if you are a short-term trader with this volatility, it's huge. That's why it's much better to de-zoom and to have a large scale time frames to avoid market noises, short-term trap, and liquidity trap. So that's my view on WIF. SHIB, which one? Dash, minus 8%. FET, okay. Is FET playing? Because I already charted FET. Yeah, correction, ongoing. Yeah, you see, exactly as I anticipated on FET. Look at what I did the live stream on FET 2 days ago. Look, exactly as I said on my lines. You have the break. We have to retest previous big levels, and FET I setted if I remember the live, I setted a bull zone around 0.2690, 27, 26. So we are now in a bearish. Oh, it's very clean. So FET also for me, big short correction setup. Looks like a very clean head and shoulders pattern. If you are able to detect it, yeah, can be some kind of left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Maybe it's not so visible like that, but yeah, FET is gonna crash. To me, 90% sure of it, because of the market structures. I already checked it first. Yeah, you see also that's very clean. You have, you see, this is technically with Ichimoku, it's very clean. Even here, look at the, it's very easy to detect, guys. Look at the Ichimoku playbook here, the chart. It's much easier to detect on the lagging span. You see these structures, very clean. You see, you have the head right there. So this is a tool, this is a cheat code to detect reversal leg left. So live setup with you, I like to do it. By the way, comment, like and share the stream if you enjoy to see it. Up and right shoulder. So can be, yeah, I think FET is going to crash some percent. 5% maybe a good endpoint. Inverse. And most people won't be able to see that because I will show you. Because when you are a beginner in trading, you will think that head and shoulders is always like this. No, let me take it like this. Up, up, up. Very clean. So people think that you have the left head, the left shoulder, right shoulder, and the head. Okay, it's technically it can be a perfect play, but it's like 20% of case you have such a perfect pattern. But the market is not. It's not playing the candle are not playing exactly as a drawing like this. No, it's it reflects the psychology. So yes, you have to work about market zone. No, not inverse. What I said, head and shoulders. So of course, sometimes it can be hard to detect pattern, but combining with my Ichimoku setups and my experience reading the chart, yeah, you have something like this. I'm almost 90% sure. You have the, yeah, you see, left shoulders, the head, you have the right shoulder, which is here. And if you look at this lagging span, also you have a large gap. You have a large gap here. So that's technically a setup that I would have taken if I had some liquidities available. Maybe 3%, 5 average to me was very clean, very easy. Yeah, but sadly, yeah. Also you have on the daily. So I will draw you properly the setups. Technically, we start the shoulder here. Yeah, it can be something like this. To me, with a long-term demand zone can be here if we turn it into support. Hop. So yes, FET looks very clean. You see also the 15 minutes. We have a bearish alert. I can say, yeah, we are about to crash on the 15-minute lagging span under all components. price is still excited the Kumo. Here we have a sell signal also. You see, that's magic. Hop, we have the bearish break. Here we have the retest of the 50% fib or golden pocket. So we have the breakout confirmation, the retest. Now we have to dump. I can't say 100% of course, because we don't know, no one can know with 100% confidence, but with this setup, I reviewed thousands of setup over years. Well, I can say 80% chance to see something like this. Yeah. And the neckline, yeah, can be. And yeah, did I see? Because the most important is also the trend momentum. I think we broke. Oh, not yet. Not yet. But if you draw carefully your lines, you see that, yeah, you see that you have still 3% before the trend line. But I'm not sure if this one will act as support, as we already confirmed almost a reversal. I would rather bet on fib levels here from the beginning of the move. Yeah, let's see. You see this up. Yeah, golden pocket at least. Yeah, you see the concordance. So this level here. Oh, that's so perfect. You see, each time I draw my lines, each time with Ichimoku you found you drop, lines drop, line goes exactly on K levels on the chart. So yeah, that's why I think that's the next K, the monzone 0 points. Yeah, you see this is a very nice chart to me, and very nice reading of the market, because the structure is clean, the sell alert is clean, the resistance rejection is clean. Everything looks okay for a bearish setup on this chart. And if you look at this, the monzone, I guess that it's also a big one. Yeah, you see exactly. You see. So we are inside this VAH, let's say, and VAL. So if we dump here, yeah, we can even test 0.26 depending of the bearish reaction. So I adjust the monzone. Yeah. So inside this green box, I guess that Fed could regain momentum before to move higher, or it can also break down. But for the short term, yes, let's say to me likely very bearish. Also, this is not a strong level because we are inside the Kumo, so we can have a fake breakout. We entered again inside the Tenkan Kijun, we consolidate, and then we move higher. So this is typically a case like that. And of course, I can have wrong, and the opposite of the scenario will be that if the price is unable to break under this demand zone, this support, if the lagging span keep consolidating above the cloud and price inside, then we can have a trend continuation. But honestly, I doubt that we are gonna see only a 8% correction after a 60% move. So that's not even that's very tiny. So if we are seeing a 15-20% correction, that will be more, I can say, I don't have the word, but that will be much more safer to me to wait for retracement. So even if Bitcoin pump, you can still have sideways phase and correction before we grab liquidities lower. So that's my take on FET. ZK, I already charted this one. Yeah, I think ZK is gonna pump again. We are just consolidating, as I said. Above this zone, ZK looks a very nice play to me for the bull side. Yes, can be also bull setup, bull signal. Yeah, I think that the bottom on ZK is around there before to see another wave upward, and I think it can go much higher than the previous high. But you have the golden pocket 0.38, 50% fib 0.40, and the higher golden pocket, but I don't like this level. Usually I trade regarding the open drive. If you look at the here, this K demand zone, so ZK can to me easily make another move like this if Bitcoin remains stable, because of the chart structure, the previous volume we went in the price, and also especially if it's not a price manipulation, then people who sold here will likely take entry again because we break above previous levels. So that's how I think, that's my read of the market. That's how I understand the market, how I read it. Of course, you can be disagree, and I let you comment if you have some question. Also, let me talk about the spot challenge I'm doing. So I'm doing the spot challenge. I will start the 15th of January. 1K to 10K, that's the goal. 3 months access first. Maybe it can move, it can play over year, because I can't promise that I will earn 1K to 10K in 3 months. That's literally fake announcement, but I already made 1K to 4.2K in few months last year, so I'm able to do it. I will do my best. So if you want to track and follow my own spot setup, you are free to join. And after 3 months, if my results, if your balance isn't in big profit, of course, you could stay. I will let you join for a few months until results are good. So that's it. And if you want to join my groups, all my content remain free. Of course, you have access to my private groups, public, and the spot challenge is in a private channel. So I will share my best swing level, swing play over time, because to find some very nice, very clean bull setup, bull signal or sell signal over, let's say, 20-30% percentage like this one, you can wait maybe 15 days, 1 month. So of course the number of setup will be very low, but with confirmation with my line, 80% of case it ends in green. So that's why with compounding gains the wallet could grow very fast if I'm doing it seriously. So this is all a matter of trust. So if you trust my line, so you are responsible of your losses, of course, but you know that I'm surely not a scammer. Each time I lose, okay, I indicate you because it's trading, and each time also when I win, I tell you that the setup was good or bad. So no fake promises, only good play, and respect the market timing, and everything is going to be good. One more up. ZK, you want to see ZEC? Plus, especially on spot, this is my specialty. Swing play, long-term play. That's why with a spot you are... Oh, ZEC still very good. With spot, you avoid leverage, you avoid a lot of stress. You avoid panic close, you avoid panic move. Trust me, if you have big fund, you should avoid leverages. At least 2 leverage, 3 leverage can be good. But if you have big fund, always, to me, spot play are the best. Because when you play spot, you don't have liquidation. You can adjust, you can exit regarding the market structure. So you are free to do, you are the king of the market when you play spot. But when you play leverages, market exchanges, whales can really move fast and you can be liquidated. They can take your liquidities very fast, especially with 10 or 20 leverages. The market, the exchanges are manipulating prices for most of them because they earn money by liquidating people. So that's why also I think spot is the best and the safest play. Oh, Zek. I see a beer flag on Zek. Let me know. Ooh, looks like a clean beer flag. I will show you, guys. Because do you think I didn't know about the latest news on Zek, but honestly I think it's too overvalued because we saw 1500% pump, but what about all the time it was here? The narrative was the same. Many privacy token looks much less more undervalue, sorry. So I don't know why Zek will still move. It's really, I don't know, because I found better project with much less lower market cap, sorry. So to me, Zek, we are at maybe a liquidity switch. Yeah, it looks like a bearish structures. We are technically neutral on all time frames, but you see the 50% fib here. Yeah, I think that Zek is going to dump. Yeah, you see we are technically neutral between 530 and 385, so this is a large neutral area, but I think that if you look at this chart, yeah, this is a golden pocket retest, 50% fib retest. I see a bear flag structures. Yeah, something like this to avoid copyright. To me, I see something like this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't understand why Zek is still overcapitalized. Because when you know about other layer 1, layer 2 with better narrative, to me, the previous hype was really strong because Zcash was one of the first, like Ethereum, one of the first fork. Big asset like Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, it's a very old token, but I think that it have to retrace. I see something like this. The dump potential is technically like that, but of course you have a lot of K support before. So let me know if you think like me about Zek. But it looks like we are bearish on the H1, bearish on the H2, bearish almost on the H4 with a sell alert. Here you see under the cloud lagging span which hesitate to break. If we, you see the flag structure can be something like this. Boom, and we have 15% move. Even if Bitcoin dump, I think Zek can dump because a lot of people who booked over there, they are still in huge gain, still 700%. You can imagine that those guys, those whales, won't stay with such high liquidities and big profit on Zcash. Because I think there is a lot of more pump potential on other altcoins if Bitcoin is going to explode. Because Zek already made its own cycle. So, and most of altcoin compared to, for example, Sui, which is a large, very nice layer 1, it's not comparable. So imagine that people who are in Zek already, who bought ZEC at the bottom, already made, let's say, 1000% profit and more, compared to 3, which is a very nice lower one with a massive potential of adoption, which is down minus 70%. So why they won't move their liquidities? Explain me. I need to understand something. Why it's still overcapitalized right now? So we can have a liquidity liquidity switch, I think, from ZEC to to alt market, or at least they can cash out in USDT. But if the market is moving with some bull pressure, with some greed and fear index in green, to me they will reinvest likely profit in at least Bitcoin or the alt market. And ZEC, what is the capitalization of ZEC? Just to locked. That's crazy. That's why also it's dumping. Wow, it shrunk 25. Market cap 8 billion. What the fuck? And FDV. So we have to show you up. Just checking the metric. So ZEC 8 billion. Can you imagine, guys? So it means that it was not even a $1 billion project few months ago. So it already made its own bull run. So why will it continue to move? I don't understand. Circulating supply, total supply. Okay, FDV at 1, so that's a good point. No token inflation, at least that's a good point. Maximum supply here, I guess that's token which are not unlocked yet, maybe for some good reason, but I don't know why. But at least it's only 21 million like Bitcoin. So yeah, 8 billion, that's crazy. But that's my take for ZEC. Maybe I'm mad, maybe I'm wrong, I don't care, I trust my lines. That's why you love my content, because this is very clean. And this is also, look at the market structure. This is it for you something difficult to see? The pattern is the same, guys. 50% golden pocket retest, bearish flag. Now, I guess that if I open my short with low leverage, maybe 2-3 leverage, I guess that this position could end in big profit. This is a kind of setup I like to take. This is typically the kind of setup I like to take with low leverage, being patient, and even if the price keep holding, moving under this red resistance, I don't care, I don't close, because I know at some point that we are gonna see a huge breakout. So comment about this ZEC chart. What do you think? And this is typically why I consider myself as a good, at least, chart analyst, reader, trader also, because you can give me a bull market, you can give me a neutral market, you can give me a bear market. To me, each chart looks different. You don't have one same chart. Of course, most of assets are following Bitcoin trend, but the garbage trader, the garbage content creator will always be bullish when Bitcoin is bullish. No, you can have, you see, I showed you a lot of bullish charts with potential of bullish retest on many assets, okay, like SWI with potential bull break, but I also told you when the market is gonna be topped at the top, when the market is at top and is gonna be retraced. And you see, that's why you like my content, because over here I was able to focus on the chart only, and to stop listening the crowd, to stop listening everything except the chart, and to improve my skills. And that's why most of time I'm right. And you see, if we have a red daily candle close under the flag, the next few days could be exit of liquidities. What is this name of this candle? Looks bad. Let me check. Bearish. let me just check the name of these structures. This is up. We have yeah, something like this. Need to find the name of this. So I think that after the bear flag we can start a sharp downtrend. Tac. I'm not specialized. I know about almost all the pattern structure with candlestick because it helped me, but I can't remember the name because so many are looking similar. By the way, yeah, maybe it's an evening. No, it's not. It's a year, maybe something like this. You see. So this is technically a bearish structure. If tonight we closed under the flag with large red move, we might enter into another bear phase on ZEC. But you have still some support right there and right there. So you have to be cautious, but I'm almost pretty sure about this market direction. Okay. And some people will say that no, this is a bull flag here. Honestly, no, I don't think so, but I can have wrong. So yeah, let's comment, let's share. What do you think? I'm curious about your take on ZEC. But yeah, chart looks good, looks bad for ZEC. Jiggle USDT, someone is asking. Oh, that's bearish break. Maybe I was wrong last time, I don't know. Yeah, fucking market. That's the problem of shitcoin, because if you don't have fundamentals, most of time when the market pump, insiders which are creating the pump, they exit with your entry, so they take profit on you, and without constant buy pressure, without project fundamentals behind, yeah, you often have such bad moves like fake breakouts, then boom, they exit and take liquidities because yeah, the chart looks very shit. That's crazy. Yeah, and we failed again. So we are pretty bearish. The volatility is extreme on Jiggle. You see also, yeah, you see the lagging span daily. That's very important to detect false or fake move. Here, the lagging span was still stuck under the prices plus 10 can, meaning that the bearish momentum was very persistent, very strong, and we have not confirmed any break. Oh, Brett is dumping. Oh, okay, obviously that's 5 average. So I guess that Bitcoin is correcting. You see, I could have closed this position with tiny losses, but I'm confident to say that the market will retrace, so that's not a problem because I can DCA and I prefer to not close in losses because I know that this trade could end well in the near future, so I'm being patient. So the market is moving, so I cut about Jiggle. Yes, let's see if I'm right live. So I expect, as I said, Brett to consolidate, and let's see if I'm right. Yes, exactly. 50% fib here, as I said, and lower golden pocket, but much lower. So let's see. And yeah, I think Sui. Yeah, you see Sui. I started the call. Yeah, it's dumping up nicely. And yes, Sui, as I expected, it's gonna crash a bit more. Brett, I will do DCA. No worries for me because I can see something like this regarding the daily weekly view. The market is correcting as I expected. I think Bitcoin dumped also. Yes. So that's why alts are also dumping a bit. But remember that we have now few case reports. We are neutral with support above previous resistance, so meaning that support are gonna push prices higher, if I can say. So Bitcoin, yeah, looks like this to me. Let me know, and if this setup play well on my Bitcoin views, then most of my alt, you see, most of my alt chart are gonna play well on the bull side. SOMI USDT, honestly, I think we are bullish on SOMI already, but the short-term price is a garbage, you see. How can you trade this, you see? Check. Only pump and dump. So I think SOMI can make a big move, but we already made a lot. We already took 20% plus move. I will update live with you. Yeah, very neutral. Weekly remain very bearish. So honestly, it all depends about the project development. You have weekly low here, and the K weekly resistance is here, 3.2. So we can still move for a long time inside this zone before to see the real big move. I shared an idea about the potential curve, which can be the case if you look at this kind of wall bottom accumulation. That's possible. Why not? But currently we are very neutral inside this zone. H4 very neutral. So this is typically a very hard chart. Daily very neutral also. Each time frame are neutral. But if Bitcoin hold, SOMI can still move alongside the curve. So this is typically a chart that I like to play when we are at a bottom, meaning that we are on K support, like this zone or like this one, because I know that if I take entry on support, even if there is a short-term volatile move, I will be profitable if support hold. But taking entry right now, honestly, everything can happen. And as we are very neutral, very difficult chart to me to say. There is literally no direction. We are bearish on many time frames, including the weekly. So that's very hard to say, yeah. And if you look at the price fluctuation, just look at the lagging span. You see the wave each time up down. It means that there is no real momentum. It's only flat. So what I can tell you is look at main support. Maybe if price hold, you can have some large move like this. But honestly, I have to dive more into the fundamentals to tell you if it's a good bet or not for the long term, because I learned a lot about many assets, and when I'm convinced that the fundamentals are very good, when you have a solid team behind, when you have FDV, so full token unlock, which is at 1 regarding the token supply. Yes, fundamentals are good, so I dive in if I agree with the narrative, with the team, with their vision, with their project. If they generate revenues, I check the chart, then okay, I can agree about investing for the long term, for the short term, for the medium term. But in that case, I have no bullish signal, very neutral on each time frames. I don't know the fundamentals, and the chart is bearish on the weekly. So that's why, and the volatility is also especially very big. So that's why leverage play on this one can be very destructive for your portfolio. Yeah, so this is not a bad one. Of course, I can have wrong if you know about the fundamentals more like me, but I don't play on this one. Yeah, and I can share it on my social media page, that's true, but if I remember, I shared it when it was around 0.24, and it made a lot of pump. So I avoid sharing on my page, on my media, when we are fully neutral like this with bearish momentum. Yeah, so that's it. Lend me $10. I can't. I'm not a bank. I'm just showing my knowledge. What to check, guys? I will do one more asset. By the way, again, feel free to join my groups. You have access on my bio. Every content is fully free, guys, except my spot challenge group. But you are free to join or not. I don't. Yeah, this is all about good results. I don't claim for money or nothing. This is just because I spent a lot of time on the chart and I know that I can give you good results on my own trend. So if you are able to follow full time with me, then I charge just for the time I deduce to the spot market analysis I'm doing. So that's it. Bonk, or maybe Bonk USDT. That's also a meme coin, so I guess it's dumping a lot because of the correction. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Bonk. That's very flat. Yeah, very flat. You see, very flat area. Uptrend remains strong. Yeah. Yes, this is like exactly the same as the one we did first. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 time rejection. So this is, when I open this chart, this is typically a bearish chart because we have not retested the 50% fib. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 days of rejection with large tails. Okay, you see the accuracy of the SSB. Prices closed exactly 3 times almost just under the Kumo, meaning that we are likely facing a rejection, deeper correction. Lagging span clearly stuck under the Kumo 2. So even if we break the first K resistance, we have not even retested it. You see, this is here. So my take when I see this kind of chart, yeah, it's likely same as SWI, same as others. Maybe deeper correction, yeah, 0.1050, 1020, 10, and yeah, likely. So I won't explain again every aspect of my TA, but likely, yeah, something like this will play, will be good. Of course, you can have some upper resistances, some upper support. Yeah, you see also H1 is showing sell signal, very nice. On Bonk, is it a kind of head and shoulders also? Yeah, can be. Looks valid to me. Yeah, you have the same configuration, so meaning that we can enter in a bearish correction market phase. If it happens, Brett also can dump a bit more if that happens. But I will do DCA without invalidation. Looks like can be like this. Head and shoulders. Yeah, the same. It's always the same when you detect resistance, when you detect reversal, when you detect a top, try to find which kind of pattern the market is telling you, and it can be something like this to me. Check, yeah, something like that. If you look at the chart structures, then meaning that we have a potential, yeah, sell area, sell. I don't know, I can say in English. En français, on peut dire, parce qu'il y a des français, on peut dire une opportunité de vente sur une zone de plusieurs pourcents, quoi, voilà. Mais en anglais, I don't know. We have these sell areas as a potential of dump for this one. Let me know, by the way, if you think this is a crazy setup. You have... Okay, someone is calling me, but I don't care. That's publicity. Yeah, so bonk, it made 80% pump, which is crazy already, and seeing a 20% correction looks very, very clean to me, and not something like a guru play or something unbelievable. This is a classic move. When you have a large move, large uptrend, you often have a 20, 30, even more correction wave. So the market is moving wave by wave. This is very important for you to understand. Yeah, you see this rejection. This is very clean. Even if you can have an invalidation call, daily close above 0.0000001210. If you see the next daily close above the SSB, above the Kumo, then you cut your trade. That's it. So to me, yeah, we have this kind of setup, and you see why I'm like doing this kind of stream, because one day I can be very bullish on the market, and 2 days or 3 days, maybe 1 week after, I can be very bearish because I anticipate the wave, I anticipate the correction, and then I can tell you maybe we have a bullish structure, maybe we have sell structures. So regarding it's not imagination, regarding the market anticipation, I know technically where the market could potentially consolidate before seeing the next big move. And here it looks like more, yeah, what can I say? If you look at the trend, I doubt we are going to see something like this. Because it doesn't look like a clean bullish retest, because we are still above the trend, okay, and shorting above the trend, it's risky, of course. Maybe we can see something like that, because you know, when you have a solid uptrend, you have strong sharp correction, then you have a sharp pump to move higher than the previous high. But in that case, if you look at the market structures, you have something like this. You add the large pump, and you have like a descending consolidation in anticipation of a bearish break. So this is how I read the chart, because you don't have any bullish structures. Yeah. No, it does not look like a clean wedge or a clean pattern. I know the market timing, I know the market structures. It looks much more like we are creating a descending structure rather than a kind of bull flag like this, you see, or rather than a wedge. If I do a wedge, let me remember, yeah, rather than something like this, yeah, you see, hop. So judging by the market structure, I can definitely tell you here, this is more like a bearish accumulation pattern rather than a bullish one, because we are creating a top, we have a daily rejection, we have a weekly resistances. So I can say that, yeah, this is the top, This is likely a left. This is not very clean, but can be something like this. Yeah, it works for me. It matches with my line. And if we have a bearish break here with large candle on the H1, we may see a retest of the trend before to see the next gap. So you can also observe how the market reacts on this potential trend. But technically here, there is no bull reaction. We are still bearish sign. Usually, yes, when you have, you see, for example, here, you see the second test of the trend. You have the lagging span, which is still above the Kumo, above the Tenkan, above the prices, above the Tenkan Kijun. Same here, we got nice bounce, but here we lost momentum. So, and you have also, yeah. So I think that, yeah, exactly as I said, we have also a solid bearish divergence, meaning over time you have more sellers than buyers, so meaning the sell pressure is stronger than the buy pressure. So more people are keep selling their early gain because they entered maybe around there, they are in big profit. So the market must retrace regarding everything I said. This is clearly, yeah, very good sell setup. I would have been posted if I was not live. Also, I could have taken it, but that's okay. It's my gift. Yeah, and you look at, this is very clean. And as support, you have the 50% fib here, but it looks like a weak one regarding the Kijun. We can also even retrace toward the SSA if the sell pressure is strong. That's not something to misunderstood. Yeah, but I guess that we have maybe the golden pocket properly. So sell setup on bonk, yeah, if you ask for bonk. So today we have many sell setup, many short setup, which are gonna play well in my opinion. I'm holding my bread bag, so I don't care about this one because I'm bullish and I will do this year if you ask, because I'm very confident. Yeah, and you have this one. So my take final setup will be something like this. Maybe yes, yeah, around that zone. You look at this is very clean, huh? You look at this level, how many times did we tested hit? Look, and the price was unable to break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 touch. And look at what happened after. Sharp rejection. So it means that this level is very important. Look at also this, when we broke, you see, this is technically very clean. When we broke above the exact H4 here, we almost retested it with this tail, and then boom, the price exploded from 0.1030 to 30% pump after the exact break of this level. And we also topped here. So I'm pretty convinced that we are gonna slowly dump, maybe soon, maybe not, but yeah, this is a short-term sell signal for me. Yeah, ETC. Oh, Brett is holding right now. Let's hold. So Brett is a nice meme coin on base. Hop. Yeah, maybe 0.17. Yeah, okay. But with my 5 leverage, I'm still it needs to dump 20% before I'm being liquidated. So of course I'm not mad. I hold it because I have a low leverage and big conviction. But if I went in with 15 leverage, no, surely not. I would have averaged my entry much cleaner, much safer like that. Let me know, of course, what are you thinking about the live stream, guys? How can I improve it? And if you have some question, let me know. I think we are gonna end the stream soon. I can check ETC. Okay, let's go ETC because I posted ETC. I'm very bullish on ETC. Yeah. So you see bearish correction as I called. The fact, yeah, you see the lagging span also here. So if the yellow box is holding, oh, we made still some gain on ETC. In my group, we entered at 12.8. I think TP3. Oh, nice, we hit TP3. Yeah, TP4 maybe. I will have to check on this move. That's not bad. But the fact is that you see, even if we pumped on the short term, the medium term outlook often play better because the K level I'm giving you are the magnet level. So you can have a lot of fake move before to take liquidities on the magnet level I'm giving you. So technically, if I remove all, yeah, you see, we have exactly not the same as Bonk, but Ichimoku is giving you the K matrix to detect. You see, you have a daily strong correction here. You have the SSA here, which maybe can act as K demand zone. Something like this will be good. And if it play well, yeah, we are clearly bearish now. We are losing the daily previous low. So ETC is gonna done 2-3% more before the next K level. But I remain very bullish because we broke above, yeah. You see something like this. If we can have something like that on ETC, let's say, exactly as I said, up. And if you look at the daily, so a clean retest of this box will be good, I think. But of course we have, oh yeah, you have the POC point, very nice. So 12.4, 12.5 likely for ETC before, to me, taking the next long entry. So my take on this one is, yeah, we are neutral inside red zone and POC point here. So bearish currently. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna dump 2 or 3%. So that can be a good one for not high leverage, but for short-term play. That's not my specialty, so I skip it. But yeah, you have the 50% fib here, maybe 11.90, but that's too far. You also see, oh, that's clean. That's very clean. Yeah, you see, hop, we almost have a perfect trend break retest. So ETC, my take will be something like this. And if the bull are strong on this level, why not later on breaking this one? But yeah, 12.4, 12.5 as a bull zone to me. You have the POC also point. Even more confident with this one. You see the gap here. Yeah. So we are clearly in a bearish correction phase. SWI can be the same. And you see the... I can say the repetitivity of my chart. When I have one large cap asset like ETC, like Bonk or others, being bearish, most of the chart looks the same. You have most of my chart I showed you today. We are at resistances. We need to correct. To me, even if I'm wrong about the long-term play, even if it's not like that, at least I will have correct about the short-term move. Then, okay, I will observe how the market reacts on my support, previous resistances, and if it's correcting, if it's consolidating nicely, then I will take long entry on lower level because of the momentum that I showed you. But currently, ETC looks like, yeah, looks like it's gonna hit the yellow box at 12.4, yeah, before. Plus, if you look at the the structures, you don't have any. It looks like a descending triangle. Yeah, can be a descending triangle, something like that. Yeah, it's a bearish tool. Can be something like this. Yeah, before the breakout. It's not like many other assets I showed you with bullish pattern, bullish structure. So one thing is very important when you have K resistance, K support. Observe the market structures. So you can learn it from books. You can learn it on YouTube. You just scroll for market pattern structure like wedge, flag, and then shoulders, cup and handle, because it's not something that you should miss. Because if you can combine it with Ichimoku with your K levels, you can be pretty sure if you have a clean breakout and if you create a bullish structure, then it's okay, it's over. You can have a 80-90% chance of win rate if you just stay consistent with the timing and if you observe well the market structure. Yeah, that's it. And here, yeah, you see this level. So the boson to me is likely this one. Yeah, so to me, much better to wait for something like this, and at least we have this trend breakout, so meaning that if we dump deeper, we can still see some bull reaction around that level. But of course, if we break under this one, that will be very bad, so I will not take any long if we cut and confirm the daily close under the SSA 12.4. Yeah, that will be very bad because we can continue the bearish momentum, but technically, yeah, ETC is very bearish on the weekly. But I just shared you, wow, it's insane to see the number on the monthly view. That's crazy when you zoom on the larger time frames. I just showed you that inside this weekly view we are still very bearish, but we can easily retest the 50% fib level or upper resistances. So that's why without market consolidation, without market confirmation, momentum remain bearish, of course, because of the higher time frame views on ETC, because other charts are pretty different. That's it. Yes, so if you have some question, I'm here to answer. Yeah, thank you for Bonk. Me too. I love you guys. I don't have I don't have the frog hat right now, and please don't thank me until the market move on my side, because you can thank me and I can have wrong. So I don't like when people give me thanks when the market isn't moving on my side, because it's not because I'm right most of the time that I will give you a good tips. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. I will end the live now. I will it's still not late on my time, 15.30 in French time zone, so I will take a break and post. If you have some requests, comment your chart, because I can chart your altcoin graph, your altcoin price action. If you are stuck in a long term or short term trade, I can help you if you want, because I like to check a lot of coin. And thank you if you enjoy the content, if you followed, and yeah, see you later guys, bye. And also don't forget that you can participate in my spot challenge. Subscription registration are open, and you can take entry. Plus I will start the 15 giving the first trade on my channel, so sharing my own trade. You can follow my own trade live, best pick. Plus you can also join my free groups. Everything is free, of course, no paid content, so yeah, no risk of scam if you follow with your own decision. That's it. So thank you guys, bye, and see you later. Bye bye.